Welcome back. Another example using string formatting. So in this session discuss about so there is a variable called price here, so which is set to 500, then txt like a price is there is a curly brackets, so that indicates a placeholder we can say. So to print this value along with this particular price here, so we took the a format here, so print txt dot format of price. So this will print in a same line. We'll get the all the both price as well as the string will get in the same line. So that is how using the format specifier, or you can say placeholder. So next one called using multiple placeholders. So here we have a 3 integer value quantity, item code and price. So all these 3 integer value can be clubbed together with string variable. You can see there is a string here that is called my order. So I want the first value which prints here pieces of item number, here is another value, and then the last value called the price, which we took here as a 2 decimal place after that value. Now to print this value here, so print my order dot format. So first value called quantity, second one called item code. So quantity gets print in this place and item code gets printed in this place, and finally the price will get printed in this place. So that is using the multiple placeholders in a single line. Then this is how we took the without taking the index value or index number. But next part will take using the indexing, so referring the more than once with the index, that is 0 and 1. So it's like age equal to 18, name equal to Ram, and txt equal to his name is first element, that means second element actually, so because starts from 0, 1 and so on. So there is a second value called Ram here, then first value called 18. So we'll get the name here first, again we'll get the same name, then we'll print the first value which is called 18. So we'll get the output as a his name is Ram and Ram is 18 years old. So that we can print taking the a txt dot format. So first one will print the age here, and then we'll print the name. So let us run the program and see the output. So here is the output of that program. You can see the first one printed the price is 500 rupees. See here the price is 500. So in this place we'll get the price gets printed. And the second one, I want 3 piece of item number 567 for 249, 3 piece item code 567 and price is 249 with the 2 decimal places also, as we took here 2 decimal places in this place. And the last one his name is Ram and Ram is 18 years old. So you can see first element, that means the second value, the index 1 means that second value, and second value again, and then the first value called 0, that is age. So this is how we can able to use the string formatting in Python. Moving on the second example, using there is a function called lambda function lambda. Okay, so it can take any number of arguments, but can only have one expression or one formula. So let us take example x equal to lambda a comma b comma c, then colon. So what you want to do, whether you want to add, you want to subtract, you want to multiply, just have to write your simple expression, that is a plus b plus b c. Okay, then to print here addition, the x of 5 comma 6 comma 2, that means you will get the 5 plus 6 plus 2 because you are written the a plus b plus c as a inside the lambda. So that will get sum of 3 numbers you will get here. Then next one more here, x equal to lambda a comma b comma c again. So we took the 3 value, but this time we are multiplying. So here multiplication is x of 5 6 2. So when you run the program, so one output will give you the addition of 3 numbers, as you can see here, 5 plus 6 11 plus 2, that is 13. We'll get the first output here, and the second one 5 into 6 and into 2, that is 60. Will get the output as the second one. So that is how we can use the lambda is another function in Python. You can pass any number of arguments but have only one expression. Then moving on the next example on data structure with respect to list, that is last in first out, LIFO queue what we call. Okay, so first we need to import the queue here. So queue equal to queue dot last in first out queue, Okay, so inserting item at the head of the queue, so that means at the beginning of the queue we need to insert, like for we taking the very looping here for x in range here, that is 5. It means we can able to insert like 0 1 2 3 4, totally 5 elements can be inserted. So hence q dot put here str of x, here we put the value here, and to print those value in removing at that means last in first out manner. So while not q dot empty, so that means the queue should go until empty, but once it is empty, that it should stop. Okay, then q dot get value here, get the value one by one, and there is a space also we are taking. So end equals to like double quotation, and there is a one space, that means one gap we are putting here. That means so each and every number have a small gap, that means one space will be there between the all 5 numbers. So let us run and see the output here. So here you can see the output here, like numbers are printed like last in first out. So last in first out, like 0 1 2 3 4, 5 numbers, because this loop will repeat totally 5 times here, because it starts from 0 and all the way up to that is 5. That means totally 5 elements can be stored. Okay, so this is using the last in first out using queue. And moving on the next example, which is simple example to use again, we are using the sorting the particular character or group of characters. So here I can see sorted list here. There is a list here, like values are given like I, U, E, O, A. Randomly we are given the vowels, right? So I just written the randomly all 5 value. Instead of giving like A, E, I, O, U, I just given some random, like the first I, then second U, then third E, then so on. Like so in the first one you'll get the as it is, like that is original output as a whatever the way I inserted, in the same way I'll get the output. So you'll get the same output here. But the second one, if you observe carefully, like x equal to sorted of V, that means all the value will be sorted out. So I'll get the straight away alphabetically ordered, like A, E, I, O, U. Will get this output here in the second print statement. But if you go to third one here, x dot sort reverse equal to true, that means all the value will be gets printed out in reverse order. Okay, so that is A, E, I, O, U in the reverse order will get the output. So let us run and see the output of this program. So here we go. So that is the original input, like I, U, E, O, A, like the way I entered here the value randomly, it just giving you. Second one called sorted vowel, like A, E, I, O, U in a normal manner, that is ascending. Then third one you can see that is reverse equal to true, that is first U, then O, then I, then E, then A. So this is how we can able to print the sorted value as well as reverse value using list in Python. So stay tuned for next videos for more programs. Thanks for watching.